Yeah, but for babies. Right. Get over the little hurdle.
Right, we're good to go?
Yeah. Yes, we are good.
So, I am sitting in what I didn't realise is Gareth's Query Corner. I'm in a corner, I'm with some boys, and oh my god, these are the American dudes. How's it going, guys?
It's going really well.
Woo! So, what is your name and where do you come from, specifically in the States?
Larry Matola, New York.
Jared Messing, New York.
Keith Bonneau, Boston.
Wow, fantastic. Is Boston very different from New York? I've never been.
Not really. I mean, between each other, yeah, but when you start going to other places of the country, they're not that different in comparison.
The rest of the country makes allies of Boston and New York.
Fair enough. Right, so first question, and forgive this, American players. Are they that good? Do they warrant being here at the ETC?
Yes, some of us are very good.
Some of us are very good. Are those some of us here?
There's a lot of people. Yes, this is the best team we've ever had. Okay. We're going to do great. I predict good things, big things, and I'm saying it on camera.
Yes, you heard it here first. We've been to Adepticon, the Bad Dice team, and we played some awesome people, and I felt I was getting a good game, but Mark and Ben were saying, okay, not as high a talent. Yeah. So how do you know you've got the best people?
Adepticon's a very bad judge. Oh. I'm probably not the right guy to ask this to, but not representative of the competitive Warhammer scene.
Yeah.
They have a lot of people from the Midwest, a lot of people that are just hobbyists, a lot of people that
they
are
put
pretty.
A lot of emphasis on soft scores, on hobby. Some people there are great, but it's a lot of people.
A lot of people go to Adepticon because Adepticon as an experience is awesome. So if you get a guy who mostly plays his couple group of friends and they're going to go to one big tournament, they're going to go to Adepticon. So they might show up and be like, wow, this is what a big tournament's like, and get blown away in every game. Yeah. And then there's a lot of people who just take, because there's no comp there. So they basically just take whatever they read on their internet forum is the best idea. And they're like, oh, I'm going to a big tournament. I should just bring this.
Yeah.
Bring the biggest field.
And it's also 150 people. It's growing every year. So you dilute the player pool if you have a large format. So
Okay.
You got to forgive them.
So how have you selected your people, and what is that process?
The process is kind of based on the fact that the Northeast was the group of people who went the first year. So under the ETC rules, whoever initially goes has control of the team in the future. We had a good group of people from various places. We had some Midwesterners. We had a guy from Texas. But as time went by, we kind of settled on a group that came from the Northeast, people we know from the scene and the top players from our scene, because it takes a lot of dedication. You have to be able to play each other, practice together. There's a big element of cohesion in the ETC, so it wound up that it's mostly Northeastern people that know each other.
And Keith took applications. There was a process. There weren't that many people outside of the Eastern Seaboard, really, for this year that were interested. Last year, we did have... did we have anyone from the West last year? Oh, it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Now, I am not a forum person at all. I don't get involved in any of that. But I seem to remember in the back of my mind, was there some kind of talk about people wanted 2 American teams?
Some people wanted 2.
Okay, this isn't prompted. I just wondered. Yeah. What was going on there? What happened?
Well, I think a lot of it is that there are groups or clubs in America who just recently were at different points discover what, because I think it was actually started by some 40K guys this year. I kind of hopped onto the discussion because I think it is a little silly that Great Britain gets 4 teams and the United States gets 1 team, but it's fine.
We are great for a reason.
No, but it's fine. I like the historical context. I've never argued that you should take teams away, but the U.S. it's a geographical challenge to get players from different coasts to play with each other, and it would be just simple to do that, to break it up.
It's completely understandable that that people from around the country want to go, and it is. I could see from the outside perspective that it's hard to break into the ETC because it's a very, very small number of people here. It's a team of 8 players, so if you feel like there's no means to get in, it feels very unfair. And the U.S. is very disparate. We don't play with a lot of people from other areas. We're trying to work on that. ETC's gained a lot of exposure through podcasts and things like that. So people are hearing about it now, and they're like, hey, why can't I participate in this? So it is understandable. The thing is that you really need to go with people you know are going to play and have the same expectations as you. So...
too. It's like Australia. It's a lot more expensive for us to come to ETC than, say, Germany or Poland. So you have to get guys that are more willing. You're going to put in the time and the effort, you want to make sure the other 7 or 8 guys are going to put in the time and the effort.
Or just get rich guys.
Right. Well,
Yeah, if we had a sugar daddy, that'd be pretty nice. But
Who's the sugar daddy? Who is it?
We don't have one yet.
We're from America, though. Compared to a lot of other countries, we're already rich, right?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. So you're the captain, dude. How much of a say? Oh, you're the captain, dude. Sorry.
Larry's just the loud guy.
Right. So how much say do you get in who is going to be part of your team for this year and in their list development?
This year it was kind of a mutual thing. We took some of the top performers from last year and said, like, we're going to start here, and then we're going to take applications for other people and talk about them. And it was just sort of a group discussion. There was never I never needed to put my foot down on anything. So it was just basically a majority vote. Once somebody was in, they had a say on the next people coming in. So we kind of added the people we were most sure about and then got their opinion also. For list construction, we were all pretty much on the same page. We had a few questions, like whether we were going to take demons or not, or whether we were going to take chaos dwarves. But it was it all kind of fell together pretty effectively. I don't think there were really many changes. And any big question marks we did have, it was just sort of like, we got the ball rolling early. So it was like, all right, we're going to play test these 2 other options and see what we feel most comfortable with.
Okay. So did you have to do much development for your list, and what are you playing?
No, I'm playing vampires. I've played vampires forever, and I went with the Black Knight bus only because there seems to be 2 schools of thought, right? With vampires, either hold the points or do hex rate nonsense, which some countries are doing. So the vamp bus holds the points just as well as the cryptars, in my opinion, but it opens up the speed. It gives you fewer liabilities, not being infantry. Gives you armor, lets me fit into Vargs. Still has 2 leadership, 10 death snipes. It's got all that. So for us, it just fit better. It was in a bad matchup, I can hold points just as well, but not be vulnerable to Purple Sun or stupid crap like that, or 1+ armor. Because hey, I'm a cryptar, I got strength 4, right? So I don't have any of that. And hex rates, you have to hold them to the final 4 because you're trying to get a good match. But if people know that, they could be dead in a couple of matches. And so what's the point? Vamps are there to be that versatile, kind of good at everything, reliable. They're like demons, but maybe a little better. So we went with the bus. It's a little ballsy, but it's the American way.
I love it. Talk about the American way. Generally very competitive and wanting to do the right thing and fight through to the end. Are you like that as a team, or
Are we like, do we want to do the right thing and fight through to the end? Yeah, that's us to a T, pretty much. Just one thing about the list selection is, I think you have some players who are absolutely dedicated to certain lists. We knew Larry was the VC guy. Some players are more malleable. They didn't have a dedicated army. So you have to kind of mix and match, and that's how you get the team to come together. And if people are being flexible with their selection, then that works best for everybody. So.
Okay. So what kind of preparation have you done for this event?
Well, I ran an event at TempleCon in February, which is a big War Machine Horde sort of like steampunk event, and we ran, but whatever. It's whatever, but we had ETC rules. We all started with our preliminary list that we wanted to try, and then we had 2 or 3 other GTs throughout the spring that we went to, and then we had a sort of
Boston.
Unplugged Gamers, a group in Connecticut. They have a great event, and then some guys went out to New York in the spring, and then you guys went out to one on Long Island. And there was a 4-player sort of ETC team tournament that one of our members actually runs, where we ended up with 18 teams.
Bragging rights. We split the Team USA into like 2 teams, so we finished like 1st and 3rd.
And we had practice weekends together whenever we were able to play each other. We played online using Lorenz.
Using what?
Lorenz. It's a website. It's very bootleg, but it's if you need to play online, then you do that. And we had a lot of conference calls, lots of emails. We did spreadsheets. We practiced pairings. Yeah, it takes a lot of dedication.
You.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So what kind of things are you looking forward to while you're here?
Winning all our games, I think, is definitely on the list. But I love the social side. Yeah. Partying, getting drunk with foreign people.
Yeah. All right.
That's cool. We're going to wrap this interview up. We've just been told to by a nobody. Your predictions. Who are going to be at the top ranking players?
We really like Austria's lists, top to bottom. We think they're pretty good. I mean, obviously Poland always strong, and I think Germany's got very good lists.
Yeah. England has a strong team this year, definitely.
No, absolutely.
Came in 3rd last year
because of the camera.
That's why I'm saying.
Okay, maybe. But no, I mean, Denmark too. I think we'll see. I mean, Denmark always strong. Poland, we'll see.
Yeah.
And we think we're going to do the best we've ever done. So 5th or better, I'd say.
You personally or team? Both.
Our team. It's not a personal thing.
There's no I in team.
Individual scores do not matter. Yeah. If you can lose every game if it does the right stuff for your team, then it's contributing. You know.
What about you, list-wise? Who's the best? Who's going to win?
Who's the well? Hopefully, Warriors score the most, but I think that's the plan for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Empire is just really good in general.
Your Empire or generally?
Both. Okay. Our Empire is good, but I think generally Empire is just really hard to deal with this year. If we can get Orcs and Goblins into the right matchups, they can do really well too. It's surprising that basically everybody doesn't have Orcs and Goblins, but you know, what are you going to do?
Don't have good Orcs and Goblins players,
right.
So a lot of countries left them off the list. I think it was true of the UK. You guys didn't find an Orcs and Goblins player, but they're definitely a very good pairings element this year.
Okay, and finally, Novasad 2013 ETC. What do we think so far?
Love it.
Yeah,
it's great.
Absolutely. I've been blown away. It's exceeded my expectations. It's nice. The hall's nice.
Super
it's air conditioned.
cheap. The ladies are good looking.
Yeah, ladies good looking.
Travis is beautiful.
Nice,
I've heard.
Travis.
We like Travis. Travis is one of their. Is he your youngest member?
Yeah.
He will always be the youngest member, even 50 years from now.
Bless him. But you like it here?
Yeah, absolutely. It's been awesome so far.
Fantastic. Well, best of luck, American guys. Woohoo! Yeah. Hope you do well. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Are you guys playing the game too?